The woman whose life changed in an instant, the woman who was horribly disfigured in a vicious chimpanzee attack, is now speaking out for the first time. Charla Nash courageously speaking to Oprah in that amazing interview on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Nash says she's always been strong and independent, but she's coming forward despite what's happened to her face because she doesn't want to be alone anymore. And Andrea Canning brings us this morning's story. Andrea?
Good morning, Diane. Very brave woman. Nash has spent the past 9 months at the Cleveland Clinic where she needs around-the-clock care. She even has her own security guard to prevent the tabloids from taking photos. Nash came forward so people could get a first-hand look at her injuries on her terms. We want to warn you, the images and sounds in this story are disturbing.
It was the vicious attack that captured the world's attention.
Stand for 911. Where's your emergency?
Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chimp killed my friend.
Sandy Harold can be heard making hysterical cries for help on this 911 call, while her 200-pound pet chimpanzee screeches in the background, mauling her friend Charla Nash.
He ripped her face off.
He ripped her face off?
Remarkably, Nash survived, but lost her nose, eyelids, lips, part of her jaw, and hands in the attack. Now covered by a veil, she's bravely speaking out to Oprah about that life-changing day.
I don't want to remember because I could imagine what it was like. I don't want to wake up with nightmares.
55-year-old Nash has endured countless surgeries.
There we go, just wrapping you up now.
Doctors used part of her leg to construct a new nose. They also rebuilt her tongue and cut a small hole in her face so she can eat. She will never see again, though, because doctors had to remove her eyes. Nash says she wears the veil to avoid scaring people or facing insults and doesn't ask many questions about her injuries.
It's like less for me to worry about. I don't know.
Travis, the chimpanzee responsible for her attack, had lived with Sandy Harold for 14 years. He even appeared in this Old Navy commercial.
Now that's a great discovery.
But on February 16th, after a meal of fish and chips and Carvel ice cream, he became agitated because he wasn't allowed to go for a car ride. Harold called Nash to come over and help. Nash says she had always feared the chimp.
He was big and scary.
Tests showed the anti-anxiety drug Xanax was found in Travis's system. Harold admitted to putting it in his drink to calm him down. But ultimately, she was forced to put her friend before the pet she called her son.
I stabbed him. He looked at me like, what did you do, Mom?
I touched him and I told him I was sorry.
Police killed the chimp. Charla Nash is now suing Sandy Harold for $50 million. Harold's attorney released a statement saying all of Sandy's hopes and prayers are with Charla and her daughter in this challenging time. Nash says she hopes her story will serve as a warning.
Exotic animals are very dangerous, and they shouldn't be around. There's a place for them that it's not in residential areas, that's for sure.
Nash said she'd like a face transplant, but the Cleveland Clinic tells us she is not a candidate at this time. And she did lift her veil for Oprah, but we chose not to show that image due to its graphic nature. And Diana did speak with the police yesterday. They said that a decision is imminent as to whether to press charges against Sandy Harold, in this case, criminal charges.
Right. Well, it was an astonishing interview yesterday, truly. Thanks a lot, Andrea.